So this is the part 2 of the favorite fragrances, and sorry I lied, it wasn't 2 more, it was 3 more, but this one is again just something to put in your bag. You know, nothing complicated, nothing, you know, super like wow, crazy, but you know, I thought it was quite nice. And you know, they always get me at Sephora in that lineup, that little queue, and they've got tons of little nickety-knackities, so you know, it was a long lineup, and I thought, yeah, okay, I'll just get this. Anyways, totally nice. It's vanilla, jasmine, blackberry, lily of the valley. Its philosophies, falling in love. Okay, so one of my favorites, favorite, oh, so nice. And it is the Hermes Un Jardin sur le Nil, which is Garden on the Nile. And wow, yeah. That's really nice. Now this definitely is a really fresh, clean, citrusy type of fragrance, but it is, there's a little bit more to it. And this one has calamus, green mango, lotus, sycamore, grapefruit, and incense. So you can kind of tell by those ingredients that it would be a really fresh, clean type of thing with, you know, and perhaps that incense at the bottom gives it that extra little layer. It's gorgeous. I mean, I just feel good. I can just do that and it just feels really good. This is sort of a fragrance that men would really love on women, I think, because, well, actually, no. I mean, they say technically out of all of the senses or scents that men kind of are attracted to food-based. You know, if you smell like a cupcake or, you know, cookie or a pie or something, that sort of gets their olfactory senses going. But I know that when I've worn this, you know, men have just been like, wow, that just smells so fantastic. I think it's just, you know, the crispness, the cleanness of it is really nice. And the last fragrance is something that I wore when I was a teen, believe it or not, and have still kept it because it is one of those fragrances that no matter where I am, when I wear it, I always have people ask me, what is it that you're wearing? This is the one fragrance that I can't tell you how many countless men have asked me to buy for their wives or their girlfriends. Cab drivers have mentioned it while we're driving, you know, complete silence, you know, chitty chat, whatever, and then all of a sudden, wow, what perfume are you wearing? You know, girlfriends have driven across the border to get this, and because back then it was only available in the States. I picked it up when I was in the States, and you couldn't get it in Canada, and this was, you know, when you couldn't just order anything you wanted from anywhere around the world, so you had to make a special trip to get there. Now, the only caveat to that is it's one of these fragrances that smells markedly different on different people, because the same girlfriends who sort of, you know, raced across the border to get it told me afterwards that it doesn't smell anything like it does on them as it does on me, or the thing that attracted them, it doesn't have that same fragrance. So be warned for that. Definitely do a tester of this. But it's very little known. I think she's a bridal designer or something, but it's called Jessica McClintock for women, and it comes in packaging like this. You know, I had to get a backup because I was running so low, and I was afraid that they were going to discontinue it because I just don't think it's really that popular. Not that many, you know, it's not like you know, all those huge design houses and fragrance houses. You know, I'd never even heard of Jessica McClintock. I didn't know that she made sort of bridal gowns and things. So this has bergamot, yang, rose, white jasmine, lily of the valley. So obviously it's a very floral thing, but there is something about it that obviously, you know, I've kept it for all this time, and again, out of all of them, I would say this is the one. But mind you, probably because I've had it for so long, you know, you kind of hear those things because, you know, the time span is such that they just kind of add up. But, you know, perhaps if I had worn some of the other fragrances as long, I would get as many queries about it. But that, I'm not sure think you know what? I don't know if you can get it in Canada. You could for a while at, the Bay, and then they discontinued it. I just don't think it was popular enough. It really is one of those sort of little known things, and so they discontinued it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I called bridal shops because they carry some of her stuff, but not her fragrances, so I actually had to order it. I can't even remember where I ordered it from, but I think it's very readily available in the States, probably else. Well, actually, I'm not sure because I think she's an American designer, but in the States you can get it like, it's probably on your corner store or something. So, yeah, so that is that for the collection. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and especially Nadine, that you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below and I will do my best to try and get back to you. Well, I will get back to you, but more so try my best to answer whatever questions you have. Great, thanks so much.